hope everybody's having a great October so far. This is part 2 of my Halloween series, and this is definitely by far my favorite look. I love lions, and I love lions, and I really want a pet lion, so please comment down below and tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned if you'd like to see this look. So first things first, I'm going to be going in with the Born to Glow primer by NYX, and I just recently got this and I used it once and I completely fell in love. So I'm just going to be putting this at the top of my cheekbone and then right here above my lip, so that when we do the highlighter, the lion will look very luminous. I'm going in with the Pure Perfecting Primer, and I'm just going to be applying this to the rest of my face. For foundation today, I'm using the Urban Decay Full Coverage All-Nighter Foundation. This is amazing. I swear this is the best stuff I've ever used. So this is the shade 6.0, and I'm just going to apply that to my hand first, and then take a beauty blender and blend it out. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I'm left-handed and I was using my right hand. That's so weird. Oh my gosh, this feels so much better. I don't even know, do I normally use my left hand or my right hand? I think I use my left. I don't know. Comment down below if you see what hand I normally use for my face. You don't even know. So for concealer today, I'm using the Maybelline Concealer Stick, and this is the shade 10 Light. And I'm just going to be heavily applying this under my eye, just like so. And then I'm going to be going in right here, because we need to look like a lion today, and lions have a bright spot right there. I'm sure if they contoured, this is what they would do. So now I'm taking a beauty blender, and this is a smaller beauty blender, and I'm just going to be blending this out, but I do want some of the product to stay right here because I want this to be brighter, so I don't want to blend it out too much. Just like that. I think I just lost my sight for a second. Alright, before I set my concealer, I am going to go in with the NYX HD Concealer. This is the shade 01. I'm going to add a little more above my lip because I think I need it a little brighter. So I'm just going to add a little more to this and blend that out. But I still need a little bit of the product, so I'm just going to do a little bit. So really quick, I'm going to set my concealer with the Lorac Pro. I'm going in with this lightest shade right here, the Shimmer Highlight. It got a little dusty. And I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just kind of dab it. Dab it. And then I'm going to go in and just set this. I look like a deer, not a lion. Holy highlight. That's what you want to say. Holy highlight, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a holy highlight. Pulling it in the hair back for the contour. For the contour today. For the contour. Oh, I forgot. Like Wizard of Oz. For my contour today. I feel like an evil, like have an evil laugh or something. For my contour today, I am going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and this is the shade 355. And that's pretty dark, but that's perfect. I recently went shopping, as you can see, and got a bunch of stuff. But I recently got this, and I'm loving it. Look at that. Like, look at that. So you're going to want to go in right under your cheekbone and heavily, heavily contour. This is where you can go all out. Just saying, you can go all out. Now I'm going to be going into my jawbone right here and just shaping that out because I want it to be super, super intense. Alright, so now it's time to blend it out, but when you're blending it out, don't blend it out all the way. You definitely want some of this product to be on there pretty strong. So just kind of lightly blend it. So now I'm going to go in and set my face really fast with the Fit Me foundation. This is the 222 and shade, 222 shade. I'm just going to go in and kind of set where I contoured. I don't want to go in where the highlighter is because I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to go in really, really quick and just contour my cheeks a little more with these two shades, medium and dark brown. And I'm just going to add a little bit more depth just in one little area. So for the primer today for my eyes, I'm using the NYX Proof It Primer. This stuff I recently got and it's amazing. So I'm just going to be putting this on my lid. And it's like a tattoo primer. Literally, it makes your eyeshadow like tattooed on. It's amazing. I've really been loving it. Seriously, this stuff is the bomb.com. It makes your eyeshadow like stay on all day. And it makes it so pigmented. It's just wonderful. I feel like I need to show you guys again. This is what it looks like. And I just got stuff all over it. My stuff does not stay clean. It always gets dirty because my fingers are everywhere. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and just set it really fast with one of these perfect Real Techniques brushes. Just going to go ahead and set this. And I just set it with the Lorac Pro. Seriously, you can do a lot with this stuff. It's awesome. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Zoeva Cocoa Blend. And I am going to be using the shade Bitter Start. I'm just going to give me like a base of where I'm wanting to go with the brightness. Today, for the very first time on Paige, we are going to be doing a cut crease. So first off, I'm going to be going in with this fluffy blending brush from It Cosmetics. And I'm going to be going on Substitute for Love from the Cocoa Blend Zoeva palette. It's amazing. And I'm going to be going in right in the crease and just kind of windshield wiping it until I think it looks good. Alright, we are going to be going down like this today for our lion look. So you kind of just want to go down and over, just like that. I can't believe I'm attempting a cut crease. This is unreal. Unreal. Now I'm going in with the Morphe M222 brush. And this is kind of has like a point to it, but it's a little loose. So it will get the product on there pretty well. I'm going in with the shade Freshly Toasted. I'm going to be going a little darker with the cut crease. I'm totally winging this today, by the way. But I feel like I do that every time. I wing things. Okay, since I really liked this Morphe brush, I'm going to be going in with the shade Beans Are White. Beans are really not white. Well, some white, some are white. Anyway, I'm going to be going in with the shade Beans Are White. And I'm just going to keep adding some layers to the crease. Because I really want this to be a smoky, smoky eye. Like major, major smoky. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little fluffy blending brush that has no product on it. And I'm just going to work on blending this out in the crease. I'm going to end up putting a little bit of white over it anyway. And I'm going to blend out this side too. Just so it kind of fades out. And I really do feel like this is an easy look to do. And if it gets messy, if you feel like it's getting too messy, just start blending it out. And then once you put the lashes on, it'll work, I promise. For the lid, I'm going to be going in with the NYX eyeshadow base, and this is the white one. I really want this to be intense, so I'm just going to add a layer of that to my lid just to make sure that the eyeshadow really does stick. So be careful when you're lifting your lid because this stuff will kind of get on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and set it really fast with the Zoeva Naturally Yours, and this is the shade Cocoa Blend. And you just kind of want to set it so that doesn't move around. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Timeless Chic and go in the crease and just kind of make that a little more intense. I'm going to use that same brush that I used earlier, and I'm just going to take that and just kind of blend it out. To brighten this up, I'm just going to go on the lid with the ColourPop. This is the shade Tassel, and I'm just going to kind of shimmer this up. Shimmer this up. I just sounded so country. I'm just going to kind of shimmer this up. Actually, I'm going to apply it with my finger. I feel like that works a little better. And so it just adds a little glow, a little shimmer, a little glow. So now it's time to do the bottom, and I'm basically going to do the same colors underneath and just kind of blend that out, and I wanted to just give it a smoky look. So I'm going to be going in and just kind of adding some darker browns to it like I did for the top. So now I'm going in with the Too Faced sketch marker, and I'm going to be doing the lid. I start from the middle. I don't know why. I feel like it kind of gets me comfortable with it, and then from there I can just flow. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner stick, and I'm just going to be putting this at the corner in my waterline. And now I'm going to be using the Too Faced shadow stick, and I'll be putting this on the rest of my eye. So for my false lashes today, I am using the Amour Us lashes, and these are the wispy ones. For the brows, I'm going in with the Brow Anastasia palette, and I'm going to be just mixing up all of these dark browns until I find the exact shade I want. I'm just going to be going in with the NYX pencil stick also, just to kind of give me a base for my brows. And I really want this to be, I'm just kind of like wisping it because I don't want it, I want it to look like hair. So I'm not really making anything perfect. So for my lion lip, I am using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner pencil. I'm just going to be going into the middle of my Cupid's bow and just kind of like smoking this out. I want it to be more of like a softer look. I don't want like a super intense little middle part right here. And then now I'm going to be going in with by the nose and just kind of blacking that out. Now I'm going in with my Too Faced sketch marker and I'm going to be adding the little dots to it. So for my bottom lip, I'm going in with the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is the shade BLG13. I'm just going to be putting that on my lower lip.